Hey, good afternoon. It's coffee and tools time. Usually we're doing tools or 3D printers or something in the garage, but something happened last week, and I really, I'm still kind of floored over the whole thing. But you're watching me right now on something that I actually won last week from another YouTube channel. So it's here. We're using it right now. But I'm going to show you one here, and I'll show you what I got. I'm really pretty shocked about the whole thing. But it's really cool, and if you can tell, I'll move over here for a second. It looks like I might have a cameraman or something following me or something with a camera. I'm not, The camera is doing its own thing here. It's pretty cool. It's got a lot of AI in it, which is like, that's kind of creepy. But it is a really cool camera, and we're going to explore it a little bit. But I'm going to show you what I won, how I won, and where it came from. Wow, so yeah, I actually won this off another website. In fact, this guy's had quite a bit of influence on what I've been doing. This is Markus Pix, and he gives away some really awesome camcorders, cameras, camera equipment, camera, lighting and tripods and just all kinds of stuff. But he also gives you a lot of hints, or talks a lot about how to take good pictures or good video even. And he covers a lot of different territories. Got a lot going on for him. But what a great guy. And when I first saw him years ago, it was one of the things that made me think, we should probably give back to the viewers, and some of the stuff that comes through for review, just, give it to a reviewer by one type of, draw after another. And we've given away a ton of stuff over the years, and we still continue to give stuff away. Well, Markus was the one that kind of influenced and put that thought in my head. Like, hey, you know what? There's no reason why we can't give some of this stuff away to viewers, because it'll just pile up here. I don't, some of the stuff is like, it's all great. I'd love to have all of it and keep all of it, but no, I don't have room for all of it. Get rid of it, So I got to thank Markus over there at Markus Pix especially, and his little gal Kara, who put the finger on the computer on the draw and pulled up and said, I'm getting 2 Osbots. So that was one thing. It came in immediately. Within days it showed up. So that's pretty amazing from Markus. And here's one of the 2 right here. So this is what this camera that you're watching me on right now, it sort of looks like one of those security cameras or something, but there it is right there. And what it does is it facially will track you. It'll start and stop according to whatever movement you make with your hands and stuff. So it works off that. It charges off a USB-C, which is cool. Runs a TF cable, a TF card. Cut. And it records to a TF card. So it's a really interesting camera. But the big thing for me was that it will track me and it'll follow me, so I can move around a little bit. Here, and you can still see what I'm, So the big thing here was that I'd like to have a camera that can follow me around a little bit, especially I feel so restricted. When you have a camera that's just sitting on a tripod and it doesn't move, and you don't have camera people, I don't have a cameraman, I just don't, I don't have anybody to help me with the camera equipment. I guess you could say I kind of wear all the baseball caps. And so having a camera that would have some, I guess we're going to call it AI in it, where it would track and follow and do things like that, it was like, that would be an interesting camera. So one of the things that Markus, and he really does push the idea, he likes the people to put their name in for a draw, but he wants them to, he wants them to use the equipment. He's really not, he doesn't want to hear that, oh, it's on eBay the next day or the next week or something. So that's not what Markus is about. He's really wanting to supply equipment and give it out to viewers, but he would like to know that the viewers are using the equipment. So I have always sort of thought that's a good idea, because it's like, if I'm going to put my name in for something, it's something I want to win from Markus that I can use. And so a couple times I didn't put my name in, and then sometimes he had really cool stuff, and I was like, oh man, I'd like to have that camera. So I put my name in for it or something. Anyways, this was one of those things that was like, those Osbots, I thought, hey, it's pretty new technology and it's pretty high tech, whatever, but it's like, you know what, I'd like to put my name in for it. So I did. Yeah. And I got it. But not only did I get that, and again, Markus didn't mention this, but there's a, I guess we'll call it a aftermarket. It's an optional feature to convert from the camera into HDMI output. You can put it right on the screen. It can hook to your cell phone, stuff like that. This is like a $169 little feature, and he included it with it. But also, what was really cool was we got two of these, you know, which was like, I was thinking one would be great, you know, but having two is like, oh, that's twice as much fun. Okay, I'll take it. And it also came with this nice little card that just basically, create memories, and that was like, that's what it's really about for Markus. He loves to take pictures, but he also does video. He's done a lot of work with in Hollywood at one time. He's got quite a history behind him. But if you're interested, I'll tell you what, I'll put a link down in the description below where you can, go see Markus and, see what he's about. If you're interested in winning camera equipment off of a YouTube channel, that's what he does. He gives the stuff away. And a lot of times, some of it's, I think he said it himself, you could probably pay for a house or something by now for all the stuff that he's given away, because he has given away a lot of really awesome things and camcorders that are worth, $3,500 kind of thing. I've seen him give away all kinds of stuff that just makes me, oh man, I love to have it. He does have one other thing that he wanted to give away, and unfortunately it wasn't available. Something went wrong with the listing, so it didn't show up, and I wasn't able to bid for it or put my name in for it. And that was, they have these new ones for tripod heads where it's like a geared, and you can turn the gear and set the camera angle up and back and forth and kind of thing. And I thought, man, that would be nice to have too. But the Osbot was like, that's not a bad thing. That's something I could use because I don't have a cameraman. So now I do have a cameraman. His name is Osbot. We'll have to give him a better name like Fred or something, but it's Osbot right now. The camera, like I said, actually here, let me pull it back out and show it. It has a couple of things that Markus mentioned that are, everything's going great, and then you go to put the TF card in there, and you need a fingernail to get it in and get it out up there. That's a bit of a, I think I got a workaround for that, and I might come back to that at some point and put an extension cable TF card adapter in here to a full-size SD card and get away from this business of taking the card in and out. But it also has this USB-C back here for charging, but it also has another plug here that is some type of plug that will convert it over to something else for HDMI, and you could go more, you can expand your USB-C ports to feed other things. So you could use it as a webcam, for your computer or something like that, but I don't think I would do that. It's these are $500. Yeah, these are not cheap. And that's one of the things about Markus. Sometimes, he doesn't seem to really, price is like, yeah, whatever, I'm on a budget. So sometimes dinner is, McDonald's, so that's the best, that's the big outing, so I think a lot of us can relate to that right now. But this camera is really cool because it will follow and track me. So we got two cameras plus that, and it was just the nice feeling of actually winning something for a change, because I've been giving stuff away for a couple of years, all because of Markus. And some of the photography work that I do nowadays, a lot of it is influenced by Markus. And one of the things that he points out, and I gotta give him big 5 stars for, is you can take great pictures or good video with a camera. You don't have to have the newest, shiniest thing out to improve what you're doing. You can take an older camera and get great stuff. And he likes the little small ones and stuff like that are very compact for travel, which is understandable. But with that spiel, I suddenly realized one day I'm using this really old GH4. I've had it since it was almost brand new when it hit the market years ago. And I've had the camera forever, and I've been using it forever. And it was like I've been looking at newer, bigger, better cameras. And then I heard Markus, and I was thinking, there's no reason to replace the GH4 with anything. It does everything it's supposed to do. In fact, I even recently purchased an old used Nikon, an old D60 that I take some pictures with. And I love the darn thing. It does everything I need it to do. For video backup, I also have a Canon, but that Canon is only there for a backup in case the GH4 were to fail. But the whole thing is, I take my pictures from a tripod, and my camera doesn't move. It can't move. So I've had to use post editing and stuff, sometimes move the camera around a little bit or something. But really, there is no camera guy. You know, I wish there was, but I can't afford one. And the wife can't stand for very long. She doesn't have the kind of health situation to be able to operate a camera, or she's asked about doing it, and I'm like, no, you know, no, I'm not going to put her through all that. So rather than do that, I try to set everything up myself, do my sound test, do everything, my audio work and everything, and get it all together, and then we, you know, shoot film. It really limits me sometimes. Not so much today because I'm just standing here today, but a lot of times when we're outside, like in the driveway, and we're like looking at solar or something like that, it would be wonderful to have an Osbot that tracks me. So as I move around, you guys can kind of move around with me and see what's going on. And I just love the idea so much better. But hey, that's what happened last week. I just spent all day yesterday experimenting with the audio. Now the audio is, well, you can hear it. It's not bad. That's a powered Rhodes mic plugged into this, yeah, in order to get the sound where I want it. And it's really not where I want it, but that's about as close as I can get it right now. I tried a mixer, a powered mixer, and the powered mixer did not really give me, in fact, the power mixer didn't give me anything at all. I was really sort of disappointed with it because I really thought, oh, the powered mixer is going to really boost the signal or something. And instead, I got this, you know, I can barely hear it, and I have to boost it on the editing page. And when you start turning things up on editing like that, sometimes you start to pick up a lot of static, a lot of junk, you know, and it was like, well, I don't really want to go with that. I'd like to have something that's, you know, really good dynamic sound before it gets to the editor. So when I start editing, I have to just tweak a little bit, and I've got what I consider to be really good audio, you know. And that's where I like to be at all the time. So the Osbot does have that problem, I guess you could say, but I was able to spend a whole day, work around it, and figure out, well, this is the best setup. Let's work with that, you know, and let's do that. Anyway, so that's it for today. Hey, thanks for watching Coffee and Tools. Please like, share, subscribe, ring the notice bell. No, we've got 4 or 5 or 6 tools coming in. Nothing has showed up. I guess it's the slowdown because of Christmas packaging moving around and whatever. So, yeah, anyway, in the meantime, thanks, and wow, I am so happy with this new system. This is really cool. Over and out.